it's my immense pleasure to call Professor Ananda Mohan Ghosh to enlighten us by saying a few words about Professor Sankar Kumar Sen.
Hello. Respected dignitaries sitting on the dais, my ex-colleagues and students present in the audience. I am not a product of this B college. That means I was a student of, I did my BTech and MTech from University College of Science and Technology, Calcutta University. Then had some industrial experience there and joined B college in the year 1968 as the lowermost lecturer of the Department of Electrical Engineering, where Professor S.K. Sen was the head. I met Professor Sen for the first time in the interview board of the Public Service Commission, Government of West Bengal. His very outlook was so bright that anybody unknown to him will be astonished with the brightness that radiates out from his mouth, from his face. I was also impressed, and I thought that if I get a chance to work under him, I will definitely be very much happy and I will be fortunate enough. I was selected, means that interview took place in 1967, and I joined B College in the month of January 1968. I reported to the head of the department, Professor S.K. Sen, and I told him that what should I do now? He said a very, very interesting thing. He said, you did your MTech in 1963 and you were in the industry for 4 years. By this time, you have forgotten all academic things. So you have to study now as a student. But being a teacher, how can I act as a student? Okay. He made a very simple, he gave a very simple solution. He said, attend ME, means postgraduate classes of the senior most teachers, and see that how we give lectures to the students, acquire from them. It's very fine. I did it. And not only that, it said that since you were not a student of B college, you have got no idea about the laboratories that we are having and the way we do our laboratories and the facilities that we offer to the students. So you must know that first. So go to the laboratory, every laboratory, perform each experiment yourself, and then you will be able to teach them properly, conduct laboratory classes, and so there will be no teaching class now for you. As a student, so teacher come student, you will, that is your task, you do it. I will giving you 6 months time. And after 6 months, he gave me lecture classes and laboratory works, and started doing it. But I said, sir, that I want to do PhD work under your guidance. He said, all right, go to the library, go through the literatures, technical journals, and select some problem of your choice, and then come and discuss. I'm telling this thing specially to say that how he applied some methodology of his own, and he wanted to groom me and making me most suitable for the department which is new to me, or rather to the institution which is totally new to me. Okay, whenever I faced any trouble, I used to go to him, and he used to give very simple solutions. And solutions means not direct answer to the questions, but the study materials and references wherefrom we can get the answer. That was his technique for grooming a teacher. By that way, he allowed me to register for PhD program after 2 years, when he felt that he is now okay and he will be able to conduct PhD work. I joined B College in 1968. In 70, I registered myself for the PhD program, and I completed that in 1974. Means degree was awarded by 1970. So he was my guide, and he was very pleased with my work. And then he said that you should now go to some foreign universities and do postgraduate work there. Postdoctoral research work there. Do some postdoctoral research work. He suggested that you go to Imperial College London. He also did his PhD from the Imperial College London. So he was very fond of that. And he made the recommendation and sent the proposal that I want to send one teacher, and please allow him to conduct the postdoctoral work. They said that all right, we will allow the person that you have referred, but he should send us a scheme and proposal of his postdoctoral work, that what is going to do. Naturally, a proposal was made, and that in that proposal, it was given, because under the guidance of Professor Sen, I did some research on power system improvement by controlling excitations of the generators, synchronous generators. And at that time, digital technology was not known. That is, computer was not there. Digital techniques were not there. Only a little bit of NOR gates operations were possible at that time. And my scheme is that we must develop some digital devices which can be attached with any machines and systems, so that machines and systems can operate as an intelligent machine, means can behave as a self-controlled machines without any need of operator, and also the performance of the machines will be most efficient. Okay. They accepted the proposal and gave the consent letter, sent the consent letter. But I could not go because at that time, my mother was alone and there was none to look after. And naturally, my mother said that you cannot go. Professor Sen was very much depressed, noting that it's not possible for me to go there for that research work. Then he gave a solution immediately. That the proposal that you sent to them, can we not develop the facility here itself in this institution and develop a digital laboratory? And that clicked. That is, his idea was that he can convert any disadvantage into an advantage. That was his very unique technique. And Imperial College actually gave a suggestion that the idea that was proposed, that machine performance can be improved by using digital techniques. They said a new such device called a microprocessor has come to exist. You can have it from USA. So he said, okay, we'll develop a microprocessor laboratory and we'll import these microprocessor chips. And you have to develop that yourself. And that will be your postdoctoral work. I am telling you this thing in details because kind of, I should say, farsightedness, what kind of zeal, what kind of dedication, and what kind of guidance that a man can give, that I realized. And I am really fortunate that I worked under him. And whatever I have done for this institution, it has been possible for him only. Now, I don't want to take much time because there are many more speakers. Quickly, I will run over through the details of my career here at B College. In 1974, after my PhD, we could import these microprocessor chips and develop the microprocessor laboratory. But who will provide the fund? College said that we will not provide you any fund. Government said, no, we will not provide you any fund. Then Professor Sen told me that you send a proposal to the government of India itself that please fund this, because if we can do this, then India will be able to develop a new technology. That means design of digital-based machines and systems. We were very lucky enough that government of India provided the fund and the microprocessor laboratory was set up. I think I have seen that my same microprocessor laboratory is still existing. It is existing. Okay. So microprocessor laboratory was ready. Government of India had one condition, that whatever software and hardware that you will develop will be the property of Government of India. You cannot disclose it to anybody. You cannot publish any of your materials. So everything you have to hand it over to the Government of India. We did it. We had to do it. we recruited, they said that we'll provide you 2 research scholars and 2 technical assistants to develop that laboratory. After every 6 months, a team from the Department of Electronics used to come and visit us to see the progress. They were very happy with the progress. The software and materials that were developed by the laboratory were taken by them, and they used it, that the Department of Electronics, Government of India used it for their own purpose. And sometimes we had heard that they exported that technology also to some foreign countries. At the final inspection, after 2 years, the government team that came from Delhi said that we have decided now to choose 7 engineering colleges where computer science departments will be started. They said these 7 institutions are, at that time there were only 5 IITs, and the 6th one is Jadavpur University, and the 7th one is BE College. IITs were IITs, it was central government's child, and Jadavpur University was a university. BE College was a government college then, under the control of the government of West Bengal. They said, no. We cannot allow BE College to start computer science department because computer will kill employments and will not generate any new employment. So that was the output, because at that time CPM government was there, and they did not allow to start computer science department at BE College. Professor Sen said, no. This we cannot agree with them. So they must be convinced somehow. She took me to the Chief Minister, Mr. GAABESU at that time. He himself said that I have brought my colleague. He will tell you that computer is not a job killer, but computer is a job creator. He said, convince me. So I said that it will create jobs, because the technology, if we can develop quickly, proper technology we can develop, that all our maintenance productivity will increase, new industries will come, new techniques will come, and their people will be required. And computer has got 2 parts, the software and the hardware part. Not only the hardware industries will grow, but the software industries will grow. At that time, it was unbelievable to say that whatever presently what you find, that the jobs are mostly computer-oriented jobs. So far as engineers are concerned, jobs are mostly computer-oriented jobs. And they are getting high salaries, and they are going mostly to the foreign countries, because demand for the computer science engineers are very much there in advanced countries. Okay, I will not take much time. I am telling you these things because this is what is Professor S.K. Sen. The computer science department was started here in the year 1982. And Professor Sen became the first professor in charge of that department. Because government order is not there to give appointment to any teachers, to professors and lecturers. So there was no government order. West Bengal government took about 2 years to give the order, and ultimately the department started functioning. And when that government order came, I joined the computer science department in the year 1984, where at that time, the computer science students were just admitted to the third year level, means went up to the third year level. Professor Sen left B College because he got he was offered the Vice Chancellorship chair of the Jadavpur University in the year, what I remember is about 87, 86, in the year 1986. He went there. So I was guardianless from that day. However, I could run the department and retired from that department in 2001. I am telling you this thing, the contact with Professor Sen continued till his death. He used to take me as his younger brother. Even family problems, engineering problems, state problems, whatever may be there, he used to talk to me as if he was my friend. I consider him as my friend, philosopher, a lifelong guide, a lifelong friend, philosopher, and guide. I have never seen a person, such a person like him. A teacher can be, he was father-like, he was friend-like, he was guide-like, but he never used to tolerate anything undesirable, anything wrong doing, anything this. So I was fortunate enough to have his blessings, and I feel proud of that I could satisfy the demands of Professor Sankar Sen. I pay my great homage to him, and I will remember him till my last day. Thank you for the present.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your interactions and in different aspects you have made with Professor Sen. And we would also like to express our immense gratitude to you for whatever you have done in betterment of this institute. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now, I